Hey everyone, I have had a little bit of a disaster recently in terms of my camera, which I'm going to share with you all and do a quick test vlog today with my new one. Forgive the face, I'm exhausted. I had the Canon IXUS 132. I got it in November, and for the past, I'd say like 3 months at least, I have noticed that the sound drops occasionally, and I thought, and the image stabilization isn't too great whilst filming. I have never used it as a still camera, never. I use it for vlogging only, and I thought it was because I've been mostly vlogging in my car, and you know, cars bounce up and down, it's gonna do something, and I put it down to that. But lately I have been doing more and more vlogs just outside and walking around outside of my car, not just outside of my car, like not just walking around the car vlogging. It was still doing it, and I also noticed that more and more files were corrupt when I transferred them to my MacBook, especially as I only got it in November. I wasn't happy at all, and there was the part of me that was going, serves you right for buying Canon, Jamie, but because I've always been a Nikon girl. If you've seen my previous vlog when I was testing out the 132, I ventured out into Canon because it's got a really good lens for vlogging. That's the only reason I use it. I don't use it as a stills camera at all. So yeah, I was really annoyed, but because it was still obviously within warranty, I instead of fix it myself, I'm gonna just take it back. Problem was, I got it from Argos because it was on offer at the time. So I went to Argos, explained what's wrong, said the processor chip's gone. She didn't even question me on it. She was like, okay, wrote it down. And she said, she explained that they didn't have any in and they weren't going to get any, and they're not allowed to really split the packs up. So is there another camera of the same value, or I could pay a bit more and get a higher model? And for $79.99, which was what I paid for the 132, I could get the, what is this? What is this? The 145. The 145. It's a lot more, it's more different than I thought it would be, to be completely honest with you. For a start, it's bigger. It's also, as you can see, shiny. And I don't know, it just sounds really cheap. Obviously it's plastic. But the 132 was, I don't know if it was metal or if it was just matte plastic, but I think the shininess and, I don't know, it just sounds a bit cheap. The main reason it's bigger is because it does have a bigger screen. It is 16 megapixels, 28mm lens with 8x optical zoom. The LCD screen, that's what that's what I was trying to remember what it was called, LCD screen, is 2.7 inches. Smart Auto, where it automatically, it automatically figures out 32 different scenes and settings and does it all automatically, literally a point and shoot camera. Digital image stabilization, face detection technology, low light control, live view control, eco mode, movie button, blah blah blah. Help button, which they have just included a whole button. Instead of having a help option in a menu, they have just put a help button on the camera now, which I think is completely and utterly pointless, but yeah. It has as well these, what are they called? These little like camera effects built into the camera. And I cannot for the life of me figure out how you access them. I have tried everything through the camera. I thought, well, I can't figure out how to do it from the camera, so what do? You look in the manual, right? This is the manual. Now, looking at it, you'd think, oh, this explains everything, right? Wrong. As you can see, that is all the different languages that this manual is in, and the English version, the English part is, oh, it's not even including that page, actually. Forgive me. There. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. And literally all it tells you is how to turn the camera on, how to charge it, and how to take a picture. That's it. I'm off out with my friend. We're going to go for lunch, even though I've already had quite a large breakfast this morning, but get out and it's a good opportunity to test the camera. So yeah, should be fun. In the meantime, I'm going to go and take some more painkillers, and I shall see you outside. Walking to Moonspoons.
Oh.
To Moonspoons. Paint. Let's not discriminate. I can't remember the last time I saw a net that big.
Oh, they used to sell those little shops up Carisbrooke High Street. Is it the Ford?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's going back.
Yeah. That shop ain't even there anymore, is it?
No. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really disappointed with this camera. At first, when I was playing the footage back on the camera, I was impressed. I realised that through some of the pros that it gave, how busted up my old camera was. But on playing it back on my laptop, there are a few things that were highlighted, as you saw, that I've got a problem with. The thing that I'm annoyed most by is because it hails itself as this anti-shake camera, and clearly it's anything but. Obviously there's going to be some shake when I'm walking around anyway, but it's bad. And considering that that was one of the main reasons that I took my old one back, was because my old camera started doing that out of nowhere. It never used to do that. This one is doing it straight off the bat. I don't know if this one is faulty or if it's just a really bad camera, but also with the whole it's constant autofocus, you've got no control over that. You can't switch that off. But with its constant autofocus, you can hear it focusing over the footage that you've done, and it's really loud and really annoying. So in all honesty, I think this camera is going to go back. Actually, yeah, no, it's definitely going to go back, and I have got to now try and find a camera of a similar spec for an almost similar price. If I have to pay 10 quid more, I have to pay, 10 quid more, but the selling point was the price and the spec. I need a wide angle lens for the vlogging. I'm not using this as a stills camera, it's for vlogging only, so that is the spec that I need. So yeah, this is not a very good camera, and I'm sorry if you really like it. I'm sure as a stills camera it's fantastic, but it's not for me and it's going back.